This college football picks week 10 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has just added Pick'em Scorchers, where you can win up to 100x. Plus, every Sunday they're giving away $100,000. Use promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for a 100% deposit bonus up to $500. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. Plus, the MMA Gambling Podcast just launched their YouTube channel. To celebrate, we're giving away a MMA Gambling Podcast hoodie. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/MMA hoodie for all the details.
What's up, guys? This is Carson Steele. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Well, Sean, one of my teams, as we go dark, is still alive for a conference championship.
Are you talking about the Houston Texans?
Let's go Hokies!
The Atlanta
We're
Falcons?
back, baby. Coach Pry has the team going in the right direction.
There is definitely, I've realized from knowing Kramer for a long time, the time you bet on the Hokies is right after Ryan gives up on the team, and then like 2 weeks later, that's when you bet on the Virginia Tech Hokies. If he's believing, if he's on the hype, if he's wearing the gear in the office, they're an auto fed.
I was just putting the program in the corner, letting them know my donations would dry up if I didn't see change. And guess what? Immediate change. So I appreciate that they were listening.
Tough love.
Well, we know Coach Foster's a listener to the program,
yes.
and he has Coach Pry's ear. So
let's go.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
We are putting 2 to 2 together, bringing in college football expert, aka Pick Dundee, from the College Football Experience. What's up, Colby?
Great day to be alive. Great day to be alive. I co-signed Shiloh Sanders saying, "Let's bring old school football back." That's what it needs to happen. The players have to say it.
Yes,
and that's why
Dion said it.
His son tweeted it. He said, "Let's bring old school football back."
Yeah, and there was a bunch of pushback that, hey, this is actually how you're supposed to tackle, and that hit by Shiloh Sanders. Not one, it's not a penalty. 2, to get thrown out of the game for that is bonkers.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know who's in charge. I've been wanting to get information. Anyone out there? I'll say this because you guys have a larger platform than my show, Sean.
Whoa!
And, big of you to admit that. Big of you to admit that.
Hold on. What is this? This sounds like someone's.
This could be a trap. Right?
I want to know. All right.
I want to know
if anyone out there in the universe.
Last time he got into this,
can somehow give me information on who is in charge of the rules, college, pro, high school. I promise you, if you give
rules
me,
of what?
Is there a committee? Who is in charge of this?
Yeah,
I haven't met.
This is the problem. Colby needs
I need email addresses. I need email addresses because I will write them every day of my life.
What are you going to do with the
every single day of my life? They will get an email until we change this thing. Because
change what?
It's like they forgot the purpose of the game is to score a touchdown and the other team to tackle them. Sean, you know what I mean? Like to stop them from scoring a touchdown. It's called tackle football. You know what I mean?
Listen, I was taught a valuable lesson at one point in my life. The pendulum swings. Right now, we're just all the way out on the extreme. Pendulum will swing back. We're just having to deal with a little outlier, some data way outside the meat of the curve, Colby. Unfortunately, you have to deal with it because you're not equipped for that. You're not a high variance guy.
No,
you don't like change. Like keep things the same.
Change. This isn't about change. This is just football.
Colby, you want an email address?
When you sign up for football, you know this is supposed to be
Kramer,
football.
We have to give him.
Hold on, I got it.
Come up with a fake email so that we can give it to Colby and like, oh, we actually found the top secret president of football's email address. Here you go, and then
weird.
have it redirect to our emails, and then we can read them on the air.
Yeah, it's actually
dear sir. I want you to know. I want to know.
I promise
what
you.
happened to
Let
football.
me get a part of this. Show me where these meetings are. I will show up. I will show up. I will spend my own hard-earned money showing up to this shit. Okay.
You ever seen that kayak commercial where the elite, the weird alien fish, make the prices so expensive they're gonna have this whole resort to themselves, and then that like really kind of bum looking fellow who's probably a blue collar guy somehow got access. Colby wants to be that guy.
I mean, and then
we're gonna call it this. All right. So I just figured it out. It's man in charge at football.com, or I don't think
President at
SGPN.
football.com. We will get you set up.
Well, even worse is then they like cut to Dean Blandino, who has no credential. He's not a former ref.
He's an
so
open
it's
mic
like,
comedian.
what's going on here? Why
Sean,
am I getting random take?
I want to make sure
Random
people
take from
understand this is
Jackass.
satire.
Yeah.
I don't want Dean Blandino coming after
No,
us.
Dean Blandino was never a ref.
Whoa.
You didn't know this?
No,
Oh, okay.
you're uncovering a lot of rocks right now, Sean. Do we really want to go down the deep? I will say it was refreshing watching ESPN's coverage with a real ref who looked like a ref. Not like this is not like someone who's trying to be
NFL.
We're just making up shit. Just here, let's go to a guy named Dean Blandino. That's got to be a fake name, right?
Here's what I would say about the ejection rules. There's going to be very quickly. We're seeing it in the NFL too. No warning, guys getting ejected. Maybe a little bit of warning, guys getting ejected. But the value proposition of the person making the decision to eject the person and how much of a financial decision that becomes on the player. Like this is something where I think the union's going to have to step. Like obviously they're leaning into something that may not, but like was bargained in a different kind of light. And I don't know. I mean, it's a problem. Yeah, it's a huge problem for me because the NFL's doing it without warning. Not second personal foul. They're ejecting guys who are just jacking dudes up.
No, it's ridiculous.
And these are grown professionals.
Well, the college is horrible too. I mean, it's horrible everywhere. It's a fucking pandemic. All right.
It's a real pandemic.
Yeah, this is a real pandemic. All right.
Well, shout out to I see Easy in the YouTube chat. Shout out to Easy and his Lions getting the win.
Okay.
Kind of ugly, 26-14, but hats off. Got the win, got the cover. Jimmy G is just man, and Josh McDaniels. I swear they must send in like they must text him or he must listen to the podcast because every time I pick or have any action on the Raiders. And Josh McDaniels is so powerful. He went against the Close Your Eyes special, which is doing particularly well this year.
I can't
and
get it right.
And Josh McDaniels he put Zamir White in on a goal line play. Did not give it to Zamir White. Could be riding around in a Ferrari. Khalif Raymond was wide open. Amon-Ra St. Brown on some trick play. Didn't throw it to him. If the guy's wide open, why run the trick play if you're not going to throw it to the guy? And then Devontae Adams, my other first touchdown guy, Jimmy G just throws it right to the cornerback. It's just incredible. But Josh McDaniels really sucks. And Ryan, we just bet on in the office here. We've been talking about it. Ron Rivera.
I'm already worried.
Ron Rivera was the lead pipe lock for me as far as next coach fired. There's already rumors surfacing about him. I looked at the price. I go 2-1. I like that for a guy who doesn't understand you should challenge plays and seems completely lost. Eric Bieniemy waiting in the wings. They're just dying to fire this guy. New owner, everything
Sell
going.
the team, Josh.
And Josh McDaniels, Josh McDaniels just coming out of nowhere. The thing with Josh McDaniels though is he's also owned the team's owned by Mark Davis. So if they fire him, they have to pay him, and they're already paying. Yeah. They're already paying John Gruden. Well, so there's so many players or coaches they can pay.
I do think maybe because it's a college show, maybe just because you're not that deep into the NFL, you might not know that like. Mark Davis is right on the edge. Like, you know how you are with your bills every month? That's Mark Davis with the Raiders.
Best haircut in sports.
He's not about to start wasting
No, he
money.
doesn't. That's why they got rid of Khalil Mack was because they
didn't have the cash to put in
escrow for his contract.
Yeah. So essentially you can't sign someone without putting the guaranteed portion of the contract into an escrow.
Mark Davis is broke. That's why he was playing the slot machine at the Las Vegas airport.
The slot. How's the slot?
Well, I mean,
did you know UNLV pays them to essentially play there?
What do you mean?
At that filthy roller rink, UNLV pays essentially when it's all said and done.
So they pay rent.
Yeah. No.
Normal.
Like because they have their own stadium.
Yeah.
UNLV does. Sam Boyd, right?
Yeah.
And
but they still play a game.
No, they don't.
Oh, you're saying.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
No. So Vegas. First off, the Raiders paid them originally. The Raiders paid them to not ever hold events there ever again. Right, for the next 10 years at least. Right. And they took that deal. Now, here's what's hilarious.
Wait, so the Raiders paid UNLV to never play at Raiders
anything.
Stadium.
I'm talking not even the Rolling Stones who have played there before. Shit like that.
No
like
events
nothing.
will ever
nothing.
play at the Thomas and
including
Maxson.
their football games. Now, here's what's
when
hilarious.
did the Rolling Stones play Sam Boyd?
I mean, they did actually.
What year?
70s, I think. Because I think we were looking at this.
The Stones are gonna play Sam Boyd.
Yeah.
Instead, they're playing the Sphere.
Yeah.
They're not gonna play this Sam Boyd anytime
but I'm just
soon.
using that as an example.
okay.
Monster Truck Madness, shit like that. You know what I mean?
All the big
The Raiders
the
did this, or the
Rolling
building, the company that owns the building. Do they? The Raiders don't own the building. Do they?
I don't know. But here's what's funny.
I feel like you're coming after.
Here's what's funny is UNLV doesn't meet the quota because their students hate the fact they have to go all the way to Allegiant to play, right? So they don't meet the quota, so they lose. Even though the Raiders originally were paying them not to do this, they lose money and they end up paying over $1 million every year.
All right, so
Hilarious.
We're gonna put down the string and the 2 cups, and we're gonna move forward. Sean, how are we?
Perfect way out of this is a Little Caesars pretzel crust pizza piled high with delicious pepperoni.
The first quarter of that 4-quarter calzone was a little heavy there. A little heavy. I'm a little confused. I might need to sit down and bring.
The 4-quarter calzone. I just learned this. Each quarter has a different selection of meats. That's how Little Caesars. They just know it. They love it. I was actually taking my dog to the park, and he starts. We're going on a little walk. I'm like, hey, buddy, come here. And he's coming to me, and then he gets sidetracked. He goes over, and this guy is sitting there. They're having a little family picnic. Wouldn't you guess? Pretzel crust from Little Caesars. I said to the guy, I'm like, oh, hey, how about that pretzel crust? He's like, delicious. Can't live without it. I go, oh, me too. Love the delicious pretzel crust. And I let him know, if you order online during our pizza pregame, 1 hour before and 3 hours after NFL kickoffs, plus all day Sunday. And he didn't even know that Little Caesars delivers. And of course, you can get the in-store Pizza Portal pickup delivery, super convenient. I mean, they have stuffed pretzel crust, which I gotta add that to my list. The deep dish meat treats. I mean, meat treats. What more do you want than delicious meat treats? Detroit style, of course. Maybe easy celebrating the win with some Little Caesars Detroit style pizza. And get down on those cookie dough brownies. So good, so tasty. Again, grab some friends and enjoy a few slices during the game. Little Caesars pizza. Kramer,
nice work, Sean. Yeah,
thanks.
I think the meat going from one to the next is probably we should do some research because there's probably a optimal strategy in terms of getting to that euphoric feeling and maintaining it through all 4 quarters.
Yes.
Everyone knows the feeling of going a little too hard on pork and then crashing out. You know what I mean?
Got to slowly work it in you.
As an Italian, they put a lot of pork in everything, so you can really go over the top. All right.
Wait, breaking news. Tristan Williams in the chat saying, sources are saying Will Levis had twice as many touchdowns as the great Dan Jones has had the entire season in just one game. If Levis sucks as bad as Kramer said, I wonder what words he used to describe Dan Jones.
You kind of you get okay. You're not even going to include the Ritter slander.
Oh well, no one wants to talk about Desmond Ritter. He's a non-story, but
it's
we
a college football program.
All right,
and obviously Tristan is missing some shows. Okay. So your attendance. We already addressed this last night.
Yeah, don't get Ryan all angry again.
Who was angry?
No, not you. Not you.
I made a lot of rational points, and one of us was extremely hammered. So
okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
I made some pretty good points.
I'm just saying one of us was really hammered, and the other was somehow caught in the shrapnel of your hammeredness.
All right.
And some are saying that it made me look like I was a little angry. I don't know.
Some are saying.
Colby. No. Anyway, so we'll talk college, which doing pretty well there too.
Yeah, nice.
You didn't even want to usually you get the touting out of the way early.
Kramer 9-4. I was 9-4. Colby 7-6. Producer Josh 8-5. But yeah, I mean Colby's still 82% with his locks. That's an insane heater.
Felt like I was on the wrong side of. I mean, on the right side, but on the wrong side of the wake.
Now, wait, are you talking about
the BYU
the
ones.
picks you made on this show or other shows where you take the opposite?
Aha! No.
Wow, see, I was angry last night, but look at this. Look at this.
Oh, come on! It's classic.
Confrontational energy.
Wake.
See what happens
should have hit.
Now, wait, Colby.
Yeah.
Did you what of these picks did you change? Because I feel like you probably on our show you picked Colorado plus 17. You did not make a late swap to UCLA.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, not on the show, but I don't think.
But what about tally
yeah,
side?
I could have taken UCLA.
Tally side's all that matters.
No, by kickoff that shit dropped to 14, so that was a pretty big gap there. So I'm not sure there, but on air, no. All these picks stay
well, you
the
guys
same.
both got. I mean, you both got fortunate with the backdoor in Colorado.
No, but come on, dude. Wake should have hit
turnovers.
plus 20, and BYU definitely should have hit. Texas just. I mean, come on. If Keaton Slovis just doesn't fuck up in the fourth quarter,
That's one way to look at it. And by the way, do we want to discuss the fact that Stoops not looking to get that contract extension this year?
Nah, he'll still get it.
He's in trouble.
What do you mean?
How did they not cover that game against Tennessee?
He submitted some tape to the SEC. So these refs.
They kind of needed that win. The way I was projecting,
and they have 5 wins right now.
He's got to get to 7 or 8 to
Yeah.
get the contract.
7, I thought.
Only 7.
Yeah.
All right. Thursday night, as we look ahead, TCU heads to Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech laying 3 -155 on the money line. 58 is the total. TCU plus 130. Is this a real rivalry? First, Colby.
I mean, yeah, this is they go back. They've been playing for like 100 years, man. Over 100 years, I think.
That you don't sound very passionate about.
Well, it's just not the same because
we are robbed of it.
Texas Tech and Baylor have been mostly in the same conference. TCU has been bounced all around. They were in the same conference for a while, so it doesn't hold the same clout. But I did see your Hokies in Miami back. You see the ACC by going to 17 teams. You see a protected rival came out today. Virginia Tech and Miami's one.
Really, they brought it back.
Yeah.
So they took it away and then they fixed the horrible
right here,
mistake.
Right here.
So that's hilarious because that was everyone's biggest beef with their first go of it was they screwed that up. All right, so so TCU Texas Tech, you like it, but you hate that it's not a thing anymore.
No, it's cool. It's got a lot of history. Sonny Dykes, the head coach at TCU, his dad Spike Dykes, longtime Texas Tech coach.
It's a great name, by the way. Spike Dykes.
Yeah. Sonny Dykes was the OC.
Spike's a fucking
sounds like softball cleats.
Yeah.
Spike's a dog's name.
Yes,
it's a nickname, right? It was his
no,
real
it's
name.
not. It's not on his birth
back in the
certificate.
day.
Are you
Spike
sure?
and Buzz were like a thing. I think.
I'm looking.
You know what I
this up.
mean?
TCU's.
Oh, you're just based on Home Alone. One kid named Buzz.
Buzz Lightyear too. Buzz Aldrin. 51% of the bets on TCU.
Oh, you're right. It was William Dykes, and it became Spike Dykes.
Billy Dykes.
Billy Dykes.
Okay. 74% of the bets on TCU. So I mean, Lubbock's still a weird trip.
It's tough. That place gets lit.
TCU may be a public dog, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I can take Texas Tech considering their quarterback situation. Morton, who was their backup quarterback, now he's dealing with a grade 3 sprain in his right shoulder.
But you also have the TCU side of things.
Yeah. But Josh Hoover, I thought he looked pretty good against BYU.
He did.
Then the entire team was kind of shitty against K-State.
Well, that's the thing to me.
What Hoover are we going to get, Colby?
Yeah. I mean, big vacuum guy. Hoover vacuums.
I'm a Kirby man, but yeah.
Oh, I used to work for Kirby.
Yes, I worked for Kirby door to door as well.
You did too?
Yeah.
Oh
Imagine trying selling, and they would drop us off in a trailer park in rural Pennsylvania. Imagine trying to sell a $1,700 vacuum to someone living in a trailer.
Yeah.
They wanted to fucking murder
I
you.
can't believe you did that too. We could tell war stories, man. We should do a podcast.
I did sell one vacuum and they never paid me my commission. So I don't know why I'm a fan of the vacuum still. It's just a high quality product.
You're still a guy though. That's why you're loyal.
I'm a company
you're loyal, man.
I'll be talking about pretzel crust till I die.
I've never had a vacuum take.
Well, you've never had a Kirby, Ryan. That's why.
What about the little dust vacuums? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
those Dyson pieces of shit. Don't
the Dyson fan.
This Kirby thing's
No,
made in the
no.
USA, a legit steal.
The Dyson fan still boggles my mind.
steel.
Yeah.
American steel.
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't
wow.
import that shit.
Oh, they. Yeah, well,
I'll walk you. I'll sell
we
you the
import
Kirby
a lot
afterwards.
of steel, actually, Sean.
So,
Now,
so
it says
We do, not Kirby.
Oh, okay.
So look, Josh Hoover though, second string quarterback. He did play well at home. He went on the road to the Little Apple.
That's a tough spot, though.
Yeah, but so is Lubbock. To me,
true.
like I would much rather play some of the other Big 12 destinations. That's why I think I'm going to fade him. I think give me Texas Tech minus the points.
So this is an elimination game too, most likely, right?
They're kind of
Probably out of it already.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you think TCU has a chance at a bowl game?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, we were talking about.
I mean, I actually think both potentially could still make a bowl. Yeah.
So you're going Texas Tech -3.
Yeah, I just think they're at home. You're asking too much for you bring a young
it's
quarterback.
a night game. I mean, this
Yeah.
is it's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Come on, Colby, you love saying that.
Yeah.
And it's a Thursday night.
Yeah,
Thursday,
Thursday
I'll
night,
go
4
Texas
p.m. on in our time, which I think is 6 p.m. local time.
Yeah, it'll be lit.
It'll be lit. And you know, TCU is kind of soft. I mean, I know Colby was alluding to it, but
Yeah, Hoover was kind of a fun story.
love
I'll
the
go
Big
Texas
12.
Tech.
I love the Big 12's back to just being hilarious, like a high school league. That's not meant to be an insult, but we have 6 teams at the top, all tied with the same record.
It's beautiful.
It can remind you of those high school standings you see in the newspaper.
This conference
Yeah.
is way better than watching. Like to me, how boring is the fucking Big Ten, man?
Well, there's no good teams. It's Michigan and a bunch of MAC teams.
Big Ten is the worst Power
Is that a-
Five
is that-
conference this year, man. That shit is boring.
Yeah,
Michigan plays nobody,
and you
It's
love
like,
boring football.
Yeah, I love Iowa football. I'm still, you know what it is? The refs robbed them on that punt. I'm out on the Big Ten refs.
Guys,
Oh, wow.
What everyone doesn't know is that Colby's already transitioning to basketball. He's all in on basketball. He's moving on from
College
football.
basketball. The conference previews are out on the feed.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
We're-
Duke Wake Forest. What are we doing?
this game's fantastic.
4:30
But,
on the West Coast. Durham, North Carolina. Duke Wake Forest -12.5, -500, 380 for Wake. 45 is the total.
I mean, how can you take Duke in this spot laying 12.5 with Riley Leonard still pretty banged up? Colby was talking to us about in the office. I didn't realize Mike Elko was the longtime DC for Wake. Huge game for Wake. They're getting a bunch of points, but then you're going at Duke.
Not only Wake too. Prior to that, he was at Bowling Green with the head coach Dave Clawson. Prior to that, he was at the Richmond Spiders with Dave Clawson.
It does feel like is this Wake Super Bowl? But then again, am I really like Wake Forest on the road? Like Wake Forest has just been getting their ass kicked pretty consistently. Is 12.5 points enough? I'll let you answer, Cole, because I'm torn. I'm leaning Wake.
I'm taking Wake all day, man. I mean, this game goes back to
Short week. Isn't Duke fucked
1889.
Yeah, that's probably usually a short week would probably help you at home, but not with all the injuries.
3-point game a year ago. I just feel like you got it. Like the
Low
fact
key
that
private school rivalry.
yeah, and especially knowing like the drop off between Riley Leonard and the backup is absolutely gigantic. I don't know that there'll be a bigger drop off watching any.
But they're
football
also
this year.
missing. Like they're just banged up. I don't
think it's a bad money line play to take Wake
Really?
Forest. Yeah, NC Nick's going to be at this game, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean, what have you seen from Duke that makes you think they're gonna? I mean, they're capable of losing to anyone right now.
Especially with the Leonard situation.
Yeah, no, that's what
I mean, Elko's defense is good, but I mean, you
well,
gotta be able
who
to
does it help
score.
more, the offense or the defense? If you've coached with the guy before,
Probably defense.
Probably defense,
yeah,
but
probably defense.
but it also goes both ways,
Yeah.
especially if you're a gimmicky coach. All right,
Well, real quick, because we are giving Duke to Discord because we're all in Wake. We were all on Texas Tech, so Discord's also on TCU. Update the Discord record, aka fading all the picks we agree on. Another losing week for the Discord. The Discord is now down 22.5 units. So if you just bet the picks that we all agreed on, you'd be up 22.5 units, hitting at 62%. The Discord has only had one winning week. That was week 5 where they went 3-2. Every other week has been a losing week for the Discord. So fade us at your own peril.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
How we haven't just boxed the lock. Like lock must first requirement must be the opposite of a Discord pick. All right, hopping along to Saturday, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, Austin, Texas. We got Kansas State, we got Texas. And by the way, we're now in game 3 of Colby's 6-pack. Colby's favorite 6 games of the weekend.
Colby doesn't even give the courtesy laugh anymore, right?
I mean, the whole year of him getting mad was my favorite. Texas -4, -200 on the money line. Kansas State +165. 51 is the total. They're not going to mark. Like, no, under any circumstances, Arch Manning coming out, getting some reps in this one. I thought it's
still all Jonathan Brooks, right?
What?
I mean, he didn't break 100 last game. I had him in DFS, and that was disappointing. But they got it done. Malik Murphy. I'm telling you, I think Texas is going to lose a couple games here with Ewers out, because he was 16 of 25, threw for 170, but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I just think he looked like, and even a couple of those completions, I think against a good defense will get picked.
Are we going to see Arch Manning?
Not here, I don't think.
Yeah.
I got K-State, man. K-State's a top 25 rush defense.
See, what I'm worried about, and I was mentioning Jonathan Brooks, because I do think they're just going to pound the rock with him. And can Kansas State slow down this? Now, Kansas State has put up 120 points in the past 3 games, so you would think they'd maybe be able to keep pace, but I don't know. I'm worried. I guess I'm worried about Kansas State on the road here.
I mean, I do think Texas matches, like, if they have Ewers, but in general, the way K-State plays football normally, they don't really exploit the weakness of this Texas team to me, which is the secondary.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think Murphy definitely did not look as polished as I thought he could.
He's
potentially.
Not. So this was a classic preseason hype.
And with K-State being a top 25 rush defense, I think they're going to be able to bottle up Brooks and make Murphy beat you. I got to take the points in that scenario. I feel like I got to, because it's, even if it's a field goal game, you get 4. But I think K-State's obviously live to win this thing.
It's Big 12. Everyone's live to beat everyone. I mean, these are 2 teams tied for the division lead or the conference lead, correct?
Yeah, it's huge.
Both 4-1.
Huge Big 12 game.
Elimination game.
Potentially.
Can you lose this game and make it to the championship game? Probably,
but
everyone's betting Texas. I like your angle. I'll take Kansas State with you. I also think that the idea that we could see Arch Manning and he sucks, and they know he sucks, and that's why his family wants him to sit this year. That's why he went somewhere where there was no chance he was going to get on the field.
That's
and
why
now the worst case scenario is happening.
That's why they didn't do a Manning cast this week.
That's why they didn't do a Manning cast. I think that might have been.
We're gonna be working on Arch's mechanics.
No, you nestle him behind at a school with 2, like, well, at least after the spring, it seemed like 2 bona fide, like, stud quarterbacks. I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me. I don't. If we saw him, I would immediately live bet against him. I watched him play a couple high school games. He's not that good.
Yeah, he didn't. You should be lighting it up. If
he's very overrated. I mean, the reality is the likelihood of him having the same genetic makeup as his 2 uncles, very low. Period. Or his grandfather, very low. I
don't have the same genetic makeup as.
You're
my
more
uncles.
likely to physically resemble your. I mean, anyway. So we're all on the same thing again.
I guess you guys talk me into Kansas State, although I don't know. I'm a little worried.
Money has come in on Texas. There are some 4.5s out there. I'm not. I think you're overthinking it. Also, have we seen Sark yet this year?
It's true.
Yeah.
Could this be the Sark?
I mean, I guess you could say the Oklahoma game, but yes.
Well, that's not sarking though. Sarking is like completely no showing a game you're supposed to win. Or at least a game that shouldn't be troubling to you. All right, next up, Texas A&M heads to Oxford, Mississippi to take on Lane and Ole Miss. -3, -155 for Ole Miss. Texas A&M +130, 53.5 is the total. I picked up a nugget from your buddy Bud Elliott over at the Cover 3 podcast talking about how Jimbo went for it on 3 times on 4th down in the first half of this game, last week's game. That was as many. That was more times than 3 seasons of decisions
insane.
for him.
That has to be Bobby Petrino saying, "Listen to me, do this. You can do this."
So I mean, do you think this is a sign of things to come, and maybe they'll finally stop wasting all the talent?
If you paid attention to college and NFL, like I feel
they're
like
gonna smash Ole Miss. That's how this works. Smash Ole Miss.
I like Ole Miss in this spot, right?
Kiffin doesn't deal well with physical teams,
but
but he's been on. I mean, last year they lost to Alabama, and then they just completely unraveled. This year they lost to Alabama. And now they've won on a run. They won 4 straight. After losing to Alabama, LSU, Auburn,
Kiffin and Jimbo have that feud going too, man. So you know he's going to get up for that.
I love how he's going after all the old guys. But like who? All right, who was he? I mean, again, they lose to Alabama, then they play soft ass LSU, soft ass Arkansas, soft ass Auburn, and Vanderbilt's the hardest team they've played. Now they're going to get their ass beat by another tough team.
No, I'm on Ole Miss, man. I'm
kind of hot right now, Colby.
I don't think A&M's offense.
I'm with Colby.
Ole Miss at home. They have the receivers to exploit the weakness of A&M. A&M's secondary sucks. So like Trey Harris and Watkins.
I think an oil man paid Jimbo a visit and explained to him the scenario, and I think Jimbo's adjusting accordingly.
Moneyline Max saying look ahead spot for Ole Miss with Georgia on deck. Yeah, maybe, but I think they're still going to be up for this game. And
I don't think it's a look ahead spot when Kiffin has it out for Fisher. I think he has this game circled for like a year.
Yeah, he has every game circled.
No. This one they've talked shit to each other back and forth. This
15 girlfriends. He's got all the fucking drama. Clemson, South Carolina. We got Notre Dame. We got Clemson. They've played some doozies recently. Clemson catching 2.5 points at home. What? Plus 130 on the money line. Notre Dame minus 155. 45 is the total. I will say I am all the way in on Marcus Freeman as a head coach, as a coach of young men.
Have you seen the Dabo clip?
What is the Dabo clip?
Oh, so did you see this, Colby?
Is this where he's on a radio show and he's like, I didn't actually see it. I've been told about it.
And a fan asked him why Clemson's playing him such a big salary to go 4-4. He goes, "You're part of the problem." He also says, "If you want to apply for the job, go for it, and good luck for you." Quote,
I'll apply for that.
To answer your question, I started as the lowest paid coach in this business. I worked my ass off. I'm not going to let this smart ass kid get on the phone and tell me how to do my job. I work for the board of trustees.
Hey,
this is really hot.
If you're asking that, do I think I could go 4-4 at Clemson for $10 million a year? I do. I
think Colby could.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that everyone else is paying guys. It's a little tougher to get the top guys.
Yeah,
not using the transfer portal feels like you're being stubborn.
Now you're at a before you had them going to church to get the money, and now they could just get the money without going.
That's
to church.
That's what I mean. They don't have to go to the church. And yeah, it's you know what? You get paid a lot of money. Part of that comes a little pressure. You got to deal with some fucking asshole who knows your salary because you work for the board of trustees. You dumbass. Dabo's an idiot. Dabo really is gonna. What was his original? He has kind of walked it back, but he was like so anti-transfer portal, so anti-paying kids money.
Yeah.
Somehow he's
still anti-portal because
getting off scot free, but like spread the word. Don't go play at Clemson. Notre Dame. Yeah. So Notre Dame here laying points on the road. That's a sign of what the fuck's going on right now. Feels like this is a trap, and you got to take Clemson.
I think
Clemson's still strong. I mean, Clemson's still strong at the point of attack, which is what Notre Dame generally uses to bully teams.
Looking ahead to Georgia Tech.
Notre Dame's offense.
Those bees are serious.
It was limited all year, right, with the exception of that Pitt game, and they just lost their tight end for the year. Notre Dame.
Mitchell Evans.
Yeah, he's a stud.
I just think
he'll be in the NFL.
They'll be able to. Clemson's defensive line will give Notre Dame's offensive line some work, and that. Yeah. To me, that's when Notre Dame's had trouble this year.
I'm with you. Give me Clemson money line. That they should have beat Florida State at home. They're fire at home.
We don't do this a lot on the college show, Sean, but this is a great teaser leg.
I'm going against you guys. I think Dabo's losing it. I think this isn't your father's Clemson team. This Clemson team sucks. Give me Notre Dame laying the small number on the road. You lay the 2.5. You don't take the 2.5.
You're trying to confuse people. That's not
I'm
accurate.
being tricky.
You're being tricky like a leprechaun. Army heads to Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Actually, no. This one's in Denver, Mile High.
Oh, so this is what happens when why are they playing in Denver? Oh, Colby's unhappy about it. So I guess they're not playing in a college
I don't
stadium.
even mind it that much.
They're playing it in Invesco or whatever the new name is. Army Air Force, 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast, which means 12:30 Mountain time.
These academy guys will be up for 8 hours by 11:30.
Air Force laying a big number here, 19 minus 1200 in the neutral site game. Army catching 750. 33 is the total.
I mean, I love Air Force. I love this Air Force team, but 19 points in service academy games, and of course, always play the under in these service academy games. The historical unders for when two service academies play each other is like 65% or something bonkers. Like they keep
it's even more than that,
moving the number down. But if the total's sitting at 33, you have to take a 19-point dog, especially because Air Force, like part of their whole thing is that they run the clock out. I don't. It's going to be really hard for them to win by 21 points. This is 17-3, 17-0. This feels good. Like it's going to be very similar to the Army Navy game. I know Army's defense is pretty shitty. I mean, UMass was kind of putting it on them there for a little bit. They've surrendered a bunch of rushing touchdowns, which is what Air Force is going to try and do.
Do we want to get at the core of this?
Let's hear about it.
You have Jeff Monken, Army's head coach, who got cute in the offseason. The NCAA changed the rules, and he said, I'm going to change this whole philosophy of what we do here. We're going to pass the ball, which, me and Patty C have said this forever. You start passing the ball more in practice, your defense gets weaker. Your defense gets weaker. And that I truly believe. You look at it. They have thrown what? I feel like more than 4 times the amount of what Air Force and Navy had, Air Force specifically. They've thrown more than Navy. And the results are you've lost the toughness of this team and you're not efficient passing the football. Is
it possible they were looking ahead last week when they lost to UMass as 10-point favorites? I
mean, they only have 2 wins. Normal Monken teams, and one of those wins was Delaware State.
According to the data I'm looking at,
Delaware State keeps a good program.
According to the data I'm looking at, 96% of the bets were on Army when they tanked against UMass.
I was on UMass. That's why.
Were they looking ahead?
Right?
I mean, Air Force can win by margin, but I think because this game,
no, you still got to take the points because Air Force bleeds the fucking clock. But I'm just saying, like,
especially against Army.
Army's program is.
This is Army's Super Bowl, though. It really is. Like, what other?
Well, Army beat Holy Cross.
Besides Army Navy, which isn't even Army Navy isn't for till December 9th. So. Like other than that, this is their biggest game. They're not going to care about. I mean, Holy Cross will probably kick.
But they're not going to win. Air Force is a top 10 defense. But I'm with you. Give me the points. I think this is going to be like 14-3.
Yeah,
something like that.
These Flyboys can play. Yeah, I mean, you got to take the points.
21-3.
The total
Air
is
Force wins.
The total is 33, and the spread is 19.
Yeah,
it's like start doing some calculations in your head. Make it work. And while you're at it, take the under.
Hey, Underdog Fantasy, love me the Underdog Pick'em. Get those Pick'em Scorchers going. It is so fun. And again, you go 3 for 3, you get plus 600. You go 5 for 5, you get 20 to 1. You throw in the Scorchers, you can get all the way up to 100 to 1. Plus, they're giving away $100,000, $10K to 10 lucky winners every Sunday. All you got to do is play one of their featured legs. Very easy. Just pick them higher and lower. And it's fun. I mean, all NFL's great. They also have college football, NBA's back, NHL's back. There's a ton of value, and especially with the college football fantasy pick 'em, not a lot of other places offer this, so kind of a cool opportunity. Colby, I'm going to put you on the spot here. 191.5 passing yards. Talking about the great Rocky Lombardi. Are we going higher or lower on Rocky Lombardi? Passing yards?
Oh, 7th year Rocky Lombardi.
Oh, wow.
I think you want to go over, but he is fragile. He's fragile. He gets injured all the time.
Where did he go to? What FCS school is he playing?
No, he was originally at Michigan State. He transferred over to Northern. No, just Northern Illinois. Yeah.
Thinking of someone else.
But I do think that's a smash over spot as long as he stays healthy. Like
Smash!
That's the only way.
Higher, Colby, at 191.5 passing yards.
That's the only way you lose that bet is if he gets injured. I think it's a smash spot there.
Smash.
UnderdogFantasy.com promo code SGPN 100% deposit bonus up to $500.
I was just smashing that spot. All right. 12:30 on the West Coast, Stillwater, Oklahoma. We got this is I think that Colby's been looking for. I'm surprised this didn't make the 6-pack because this is probably one of Colby's favorite games of the weekend. Are we still allowed to say its name? Is it? It's not offensive. No, nothing in Oklahoma is that offensive.
Give it a week.
Yeah, there's guns involved, I assume, right? Remember when they tried to cancel Gundy and because he was wearing some news channel shirt?
Yeah.
Oklahoma State catching
on his own time while he's fishing.
6 point,
Fucking ridiculous.
I mean, it's who rocks news channel merch. It's kind of a lame thing to do. But
who cares? I mean, I agree with you, but I'm saying,
but if I'm going fishing wearing a CNN shirt,
fair.
you deserve to be made fun of.
True.
You don't deserve to
be
have
fired. Yes.
not be fired.
Who was the running back?
MSNBC.
Was it Chuba Hubbard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. He's he's looking to take the lead in the backfield there in Carolina now. Going from complaining about his coach to all right. Oklahoma State catching 6 points at home, raising my eyebrows if you're not watching on YouTube. Plus 205 on the money line. Oklahoma minus 250. 62 is the total. That's a big number. Hello, come on, home dog.
Yeah,
Gundy is fucking pissed.
That's the final bedlam, guys.
Let's go Pokes. I'm here's what is one thing that's worrisome, and again, why I was on KU money line, locked up Kansas. I think we were all on Kansas last week. They were looking ahead to this Oklahoma State game. Is it a bounce back spot for Oklahoma, or was it a dream crusher loss for them in Kansas?
I thought Oklahoma's been counterfeit all year. I thought the fact that they didn't play anyone in the non-con.
Oklahoma State, kind of up and down season, but they have some quality wins. Kansas State, Kansas, West Virginia, Cincinnati.
They're playing a lot better.
Dog at running back.
So no, I think you got to take Oklahoma State here. I think, ever since they've gone to Bowman, and I know some people have said like it's like they treated their non-con like a preseason. It does look like that. So final time in Stillwater. Come on, this place is gonna be fucking insane.
Wish this was a night game, right?
Yeah.
And it's a Halloween game. Underrated sports event is Halloween. You don't think? I mean, did you see a lot of Halloween costumes this past weekend? I guess yeah.
Saw a guy dressed up as Justin Herbert.
Oh, I just got this. Yeah, I got
like a pretty lame Halloween costume.
I live at the beach, so you see, the others.
Being in Venice, it's Halloween every day. And
I saw a guy with a lizard around his shoulder. It was not not Halloween related.
None of it's for fun. So all Oklahoma State has the Discord's got a nice portfolio already.
Yeah, Discord's sitting on. They got Oklahoma -6. They got Texas,
and that's a huge game too. Because if Oklahoma State wins that, it's pretty smooth sailing for them to the Big 12 championship.
Which
I couldn't write it any better to me. If you're Mike Gundy, we have a chance to beat our rivals, the team that's going to be handicapping us financially. And jumping to the SEC, and not only that,
knock them out of the Big 12 championship game
and solidify yourself essentially.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that mocking SEC chant at the end of the game.
See what was happening in Lawrence.
That's how. And guess what? Guess who has a ticket for them to win the conference? Surprised they're still alive, but I mean, I want to say that was like a 40-1 shot. So hell yeah, let's go. All right, Colby. First time I think you've done this all year, maybe. Actually, no. We unfortunately picked the Hokies early in the season when they sucked. 12:30 on the West Coast. We're heading to Louisville, where Louisville is laying 9.5 against my Hokies, who are alive somehow. Not really, but kinda. -375. Louisville Hokies plus 295. 48.5 is the total. I mean, if you've watched the team, you really have to wonder how they thought the other guy was the quarterback, or any other guy was going to be.
But that happens in college. It happens
all
the
time.
It doesn't matter the level.
How do coaches get that right? I understand sometimes it's just purely dudes are gamers. They're bad practice, whatever. They're dumb. But sometimes you just got to let them go out there and use their instincts.
Yeah,
and that's so. I don't know. I mean, the Louisville's good. They just dumped a game. They probably shouldn't have.
Oh, the Pitt game? Yeah, definitely. I mean, they still outgained Pitt. It's just it was in the rain.
Where are we at it with Virginia Tech? They've lost all their road games this season. Are we worried about that?
They're getting better though, man. I honestly think from the eye test point of view,
if you've not watched them, their defense is really playing well.
And that is why I will take the 9.5 points. I think Louisville. I think Louisville will be up. You know,
can I say something? Maybe a hot take. This reminds me of back in the day when they were just the nastiest dog, because you knew they were going to play good defense and they had a quarterback that was going to make a play or two. Well, we're back there.
Now, how is Louisville going to be smelling themselves after putting it on Duke 23-0? Are they going to be maybe because they have Virginia on deck, so it's not really a look ahead spot. What kind of effort?
Virginia's on fire right now.
What kind of effort though are we expecting from Louisville, Colby? You think Virginia Tech shows up? It's more about just Virginia Tech's defense.
I do. I think, and the fact that
if you've watched the Hokies, they're showing up.
Yeah, they're a much better team than they were with drones. Also, like it gives them an athlete at quarterback, so I think they can stress out Louisville's defense a tiny bit there. I expect Louisville to win this game, but I just think 9.5 is too much.
All right, maybe they're buying into Coach Pry. Talk me into it. I'll take the Hokies plus.
I do think the defense is starting to play, and they're able to make some plays on offense. They were scoring points. When's the last? No,
I know, it's just Virginia, so funny. Like,
Virginia Tech,
things have changed. They're scoring points.
Well, Virginia Tech put out. There was some facts about the game that were put out, and this was one of the biggest blowouts in program history this past week against Syracuse, 38-10, and so. I think it was in the scope of Thursday night games, and they had some good teams. So to see them this was not a team that could sniff scoring 38 points against a Power 5 team earlier this season or last season. So this is excellent. I know they scored 38 against Pitt as well, but this is excellent, and that was with drones. So again, they're back all the way. You definitely take the points here. Coach Pry has the defense flying around. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next year with all these recruits coming in, Colby.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, they got a church down there in Blacksburg too.
Oh, hit that portal too, buddy.
Yeah, well, it's the Church of Radford. That's where you go see the whores.
I've been to that church. Now that you speak of it,
people just like the whores of Radford. I was just getting ready for college basketball. Can't wait. Well, we've talked about it, but later this week we are talking college basketball for the first time. Very excited. All right, you're definitely taking the Hokies, Sean. Are you sure? That usually turns out poorly for you.
Yeah.
Why don't you get off the fucking wagon? You know what? You're not welcome on this wagon.
All right, just for that, I'll go Louisville minus 9.5.
Perfect.
Discord, you do not get to play Louisville.
No, I don't want them to have Louisville. I want you to.
Yeah, you want to make sure they
Missouri heads to Athens
because if we're all on the same side, you know that
to take on
win, and you can't have nice things.
To take on Georgia minus 16, minus 700 on the money line. Missouri plus 500. 56 is the total. God, I mean Georgia's just.
Why'd we talk ourselves into Florida? I mean Georgia's just so good.
I know, and Florida sucks too.
Yeah,
that was very annoying. Look, and this is a letdown spot.
I was going to say I was on Georgia. You
but
guys
Mizzou gets killed these games. They get killed these games in Athens. In Columbia, they play them tough, but
the spread's way.
The strength of Missouri is passing the ball to those elite wideouts. The strength of Georgia is their secondary. It's just a bad match.
Why is the spread only 16?
Because Mizzou almost beat them last year in Columbia. It was like a 3-point game or something.
Kirby Smart is the master of taking bullshit and turning it into motivation.
Yeah.
And he'll so
I'll lay
Georgia
the 16.
rolls.
I'll lay the 16.
Oh my God. I was shocked to see this number when I was looking at the sheet earlier.
Yeah. Why is this not 17.5?
Why is this not at 21?
Yeah.
Missouri. Yeah. This isn't Missouri. Well,
Missouri only has one loss. That's probably why, but
I don't know. They're soft. Georgia's fucking good. They don't even have their best player.
You know what else is good? Hall of Fame bets. Love me some Hall of Fame bets. Why? Because I love parlays. Parlays are super fun.
#Legends only.
Hall of Fame bets helps you build better parlays. Ryan and I always talking about ladders, scaffolding, put together a great structure of parlays, and Hall of Fame bets makes that super easy, super fun. They do all the heavy lifting. They do the research for you. Just come in with some parlay ideas. Very easy. Green. If you're getting green results, good. Red results, bad. Very easy to figure out. All you do is enter the parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by a leg as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. And of course, get in on our MMA Gambling Podcast hoodie contest. MMA Gambling Podcast just launched their YouTube channel. Thing is fire. Shout out to Jeff Fox and Gumby God. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/MMA hoodie for your chance to win.
Can we talk about this? Because I've mentioned this on my show, and I thought this is like, if you get an MMA,
He didn't say yes.
if you get an MMA,
I'll allow it.
if you get an MMA sweatshirt, I think it's a pretty smart move because A, you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
look good with new clothes, but also B, you're less likely to get your ass kicked. Because I was talking to my brother about this. If you're like 10 whiskeys deep and
Yeah.
you're arguing and you see him you're ready to make that decision, I'm going to punch him in the fucking face. Then you say he's got an MMA sweatshirt on.
Not gonna do it. Maybe he trains in a gym.
Yeah.
Although it's, some things it could be the opposite, like the guy who dresses out in the full golf outfit.
True,
Always
but
sucks
either
at
way,
golf.
you're gonna have that 5% not deciding to fight you. You know what I mean?
It was pretty
It's
great.
like wearing a beard.
I remember I remember our buddy Scott Bowser was talking to my dad, and he was talking about the neighborhood he was living in and walking around, and my dad would be like, I think he was like talking about walking around in Hollywood, and my dad's like, oh, you ever, like, how's the neighborhood? Are you worried about, crime or anything? And he's like, look at me. Do I look like a random guy you'd fuck with? He's like, come on. No one looks at me and goes, oh, that's a guy I'm going to fuck with. And it was just, maybe the similar thing applies to the MMA Gambling Podcast. And Bowser is a sweetheart of a guy if you know him. But if you just saw him walking around, you wouldn't go like, oh, I want to fuck with that guy. He's like tall. He's got like usually some sort of grizzled facial hair, probably working on a heater.
I would say his appearance is like probably never within the top 10 of his prioritization. And so that
he's working on like kicker research for best ball teams.
I will say there. Yeah. If you've ever gotten a text from someone that says did a little bit of a kicker deep dive,
That's probably Bowser.
it's Bowser.
He's in on NFT horses.
Working on a bar. I don't know if you've
His
spoken to
home
him
bar is
recently.
sweet.
He's got
Check it out on Instagram.
He's got like a NFT soccer team.
Oh yes, he's also big into soccer ownership. I still haven't. I still don't really
Are we allowed
understand
to say ownership with that, or is that? Are we supposed?
Man, what do they call them? Governors.
Board of Regents.
Governors in the.
What? Who does the coach work for?
Who
Does Dabo work for?
Oh,
Board of Regents?
board of
Yeah.
trustees or
That's
something.
who
Yeah, what do
Bowser
you say?
is. Bowser's
yeah.
the Board of Regents. All right. So moving along, and by the way, just kind of looking market wide, it does seem like people are betting on Missouri. All right.
Oh great.
Kansas heads to Ames, Iowa, take on Iowa State, 4 p.m. out here on the West Coast. Iowa State -3, -135. Kansas +115. 54 is the total. Awesome win for them last week. Colby, what's your take on what to do with the goalposts?
Oh yeah, but
Throw them in the river,
Yeah.
baby.
No. After they've already been thrown in the river. I'm not. That's the right thing to do every time.
Oh, once they get thrown in the river,
Anytime you have a chance
Start
to
kicking
take
field goals.
the goalpost out of the stadium, you do that. Whether you're taking it to downtown or
Yes.
you're taking it to a
Yes.
river.
Oh, you got to take it to like a frat party. Why? I mean, throwing it in the river is fun, but come on, take that thing downtown. Buy
Where are
some
you taking
shots.
it? We're gonna throw it in the river.
That'd be an
Yeah.
awesome like ice luge.
I'm just waiting for a forensic files where they're like they're searching a river and it's like
They're-
there's a goalpost in the way.
They're
right?
trying to pull out the goalposts, and there's some like
she
someone's
had a-
husband is tied to the.
She had a very specific yellow paint on her shoe.
The flex matched the goalpost paint.
Oh, he actually-
which is very specific to this. And then they did it for the life insurance. A commercial break. This episode of Forensic Files brought to you by Colonial Penn, the leaders in life insurance. Oh, so you're just giving all these people ideas of, well, I'm going to kill my spouse, but first I'm going to sign up for Colonial Penn.
Oh shit! I never thought about using arsenic. That's wild. Doesn't seem painful.
I'm
Day
just gonna
after
go ahead and
day.
say if you're gonna kill your wife, I truly believe the ocean is the best. Go boating.
No, well,
The best thing you can do.
First,
as a guy that's watched over 10,000 forensic files, the ocean is your fucking safe haven. All right, you say you're
couple things.
Yeah,
you probably shouldn't kill your wife, but if you were,
no, but if you had to,
there's a lot of currents in the ocean, right?
Yeah,
they're very hard to read. Things just kind of disappear.
There's also a lot of life in there that will eat on that body.
What blew my mind on the internet? I saw a video of a house floating in the ocean. This was like a tanker ship coming across a house floating in the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
good.
some forensic files.
You're safe there.
You
know what I mean?
Ames, Iowa. Haven't heard anything about gambling recently. Brock Purdy sucks, so not much to talk about. Kansas. How do you fade this team ever? They're just well coached.
Well, it's like some guy named Dundee who's on your show for years saying this. By the way, I cashed my over again last week when they won. Sean, you were with me on that. I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't, and he wasn't on the Rutgers over, the Colorado over.
Wow! Again, Colby
set me up.
Yeah. We've been on team Kansas over for fucking 3 years
now.
He
knew you would take the bait.
We were sweating the South Dakota game.
No, that was fun. That was a wild ride. The 1.5. It was what a beautiful.
Is there any chance that Iowa State? I also have an Iowa State future in the Big 12.
That's one of the best stories going because that gambling probe knocked out their starting quarterback, their starting running back, their starting defensive tackle.
Maybe they're all
Digits only.
Now they're trying to win. It's great.
Well, now they got backups that are becoming, like 18-year-olds that are showing up. Anthony Beck's son is a starting quarterback.
Love to see that.
Rocco Beck.
What's up with this
Rocco's back.
I might have been thinking about Rocco Baldelli when I was thinking about Rocky earlier.
Now this is as much as I like the Kansas program, as much as I like Mr. Bean, as much as there's weird stuff going on with Jalen Daniels. I don't know if it's a Deshaun Watson thing. Like
kind of,
it's just kind of opting out of football. Doesn't look good. I mean, really, what kind of weird back injury is it? Is it just an injury?
Spinal.
There's too much. There's too much stuff going on
He's
to
not
make me
that
think
good that he'd opt out.
He did warm up. He warmed up last week.
It just seems like there's too much weirdness.
Why
going
get
on.
in uniform if you're gonna do that shit? You could just do the Harden route.
They actually did they did a press conference and actually asked him about his injury.
I broke my back.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
What do you mean by that? You broke
back is broken.
What a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
I love the What is Jim Gray doing? Vertebrae?
Yeah.
He
knows exactly what he's doing.
My
He's
L7 is shattered.
You run the
Mike Tyson. Come on, you're gonna try to make it confusing for him.
Yeah, no, you're gonna try to make Mike Tyson feel like he's dumb. That doesn't seem like a wise
you're just gonna keep asking
Jim Gray
questions.
was known for this shit, dude. Jim Gray.
Mike Tyson will fuck you up. All right, I got Iowa State at 50-1. I got Kansas at 40-1.
I got a Kansas 40.
I got Oklahoma State at 50-1. How am I'm feeling that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was our take for this conference.
Sorry, I was just scrolling through my futures. Hit me up at Kramer Centric if you want to see any other of my personal bets. It's like an OnlyFans, but for my pictures of my bet slips.
You got to take Iowa State here, man.
Yeah.
It's such a letdown.
It's a letdown spot.
Oh,
it's
you're
in
right.
Ames.
You're
It's like Iowa State's defense kept them in check last year when they had Daniels. They've played this.
They're
this
only laying
several
3.
times.
I mean, I love this Kansas program, but Iowa State -3 is the play for sure.
It's also a night game.
And who does Kansas have next week? Is that the K-State game or is that
Texas Tech?
Okay,
I think at home.
but still
funky little road trip.
No, I'm still on Iowa State. Iowa State -3.
And I'm
stuff.
I'm gonna make a permanent notation here as well. We're gonna fade teams after they
throw the goalpost in a body of water.
I mean, literally, the Gatorade was the least of the things they dumped. They're dumping anything that moves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just say after they carry the goalpost out of the stadium, right? That like if the goalpost.
How come they never throw it in the ocean?
Well, I don't think many. I mean,
Can I ask a
look
dumb
at if
question?
Washington. I think is the only team that.
I mean, I feel like
logistically.
San Diego State,
Rose Bowl.
It's Florida Atlantic is close.
Rose Bowl. It'd be like a 2-hour drive
That's
from
true.
Pasadena
That's
to
true.
the ocean.
It's a hard march.
They drove that space shuttle that
Pepperdine's
one
football
time.
program out in Malibu.
yeah,
Maybe
those
they'd
cowards need to bring it back.
Santa
But
Barbara, UC Santa Barbara.
they need to bring it back too.
If have you guys ever rushed a field? A
Yes.
football
Yeah.
field?
Yes.
So in the year, it would have been 2004, 2003. There was a lot of technology to like fold the goalpost down immediately, and that like the security detail, like the cops that the tremendous amount of cops that serve during football games.
Yeah.
College football games, that must be a awesome tenure thing. Like once you get the good position in the corner of the end zone, they all immediately went into formation around the goalpost. This was Virginia Tech, Miami in 2003. Roscoe Parrish fumble.
We've somehow gone backwards in protecting the goalposts. Is what you're getting at?
I don't understand.
You can't make a tackle on the field, but goddamn it, when the goalpost comes down, it can wipe out.
Now we're seeing videos of like one fat guy trying to keep everyone off the field.
Look, I saw that Greg Sankey this past year tried to get rid of this, and they were talking about get storm and taking down the goalpost. Yeah, storming the field and taking down the goalpost.
Not after Colorado season. It's here for good.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, I'm a big fan of if someone gets injured. I know one time I think 30 years ago someone died. Okay, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because college kids do dumb shit.
Yeah.
If a kid jumps 20 feet down onto a field and breaks his ankle, that's not on the team.
Yeah,
that's on that person for not being prepared for the moment.
People at Penn State would fall off balconies. They didn't pay in balconies.
And this is some schools.
Vegas
some people
took
that approach.
Vegas is like, we got to get ahead of this.
Well, and some schools don't even allow alcohol at the stadium. Well, that's why you need to allow alcohol at the stadium. This is like the airplane thing. When you get in an airplane crash, sometimes if you're extremely fucked up, you know what I mean? Like you end up surviving. So if that goalpost hits you in the head, you've had a few Molsons.
I will say,
what I mean? Then you're fine.
You're gonna handle the trauma better.
If you've ever been very drunk and done something stupid, there is something to the idea that you are a little bit looser at the moment where maybe that's somehow, but it feels like a stretch. That being said, if you rush a football field and get hurt, that's on you. And unfortunately, society is driving us in a way where these fucking little baby kids.
Yeah,
I could imagine that a kid jumps on the field, some chick, she face plants because some.
Do you remember that? What was that? The Auburn fan that she just like disappeared into the bushes.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that's an all-time.
See if Josh can pull that video.
All right. While Josh pulls it up, we'll talk about Washington. The Huskies heading to LA to take on USC. 4:30 p.m. local time. 3.5 point road favorites for Mr. Penix. -165 on the money line. Caleb Williams +140. Or has he opted out yet? 76.5 is the total. Holy cow!
He's gonna wait for official advice from his nail lady.
Neither team playing a bunch of. Well, that's actually it's a family thing. You really shouldn't make fun of it. That's a very personal. I love how he had so much restraint to not fight those Notre Dame kids that were talking shit to him. It's like, all right, like, really, we're gonna give him credit for that. Again, total reason why rushing the field's cool. You get to have a close in-person encounter.
Gotta have rushing the field or rushing the court. I've done that too.
Oh, as have I, for a men's and women's college basketball.
How progressive?
Just throwing it out there. So Washington laying the 3.5 on the road here against USC. That straight. I think USC is fine in the Pac-12. Like they're still very alive. They win this game for the Pac-12 championship. And doesn't this all go away if they just win a couple games here?
Sure.
I mean, but right? Doesn't all of the shit that people are talking about the program?
Is they look like they should have not won last week. Like I don't think that was USC beating Cal. I think that was Cal beating Cal.
Is Caleb Williams screwing up the #1 overall pick?
A little bit, but also this is just about USC's defense. Like, I get it was a look at spot, but it's been back to back games of this USC defense doing nothing. And now you got Michael Penix coming in, who's looked amazing, and the Washington offense. I mean, even Washington's defense isn't. I mean, it's not It's not a. I mean, what is Washington's defense ranked?
It's been bad.
It's not a good defense, but at the same time,
USC's
it's not USC's
bad.
defense. Yeah. Oh man, I feel like
what is the relationship between Lincoln Riley and Grinch or whatever his name is?
Alex Grinch.
Why does he not fire him?
Well,
like, this is really he's dragging his
probably
because
they're both Mike Leach guys.
Still, he's dragging his name through the mud right now. At some point, you got to give blood.
Yeah, but to be fair, like I feel like they should have been a little more active, bringing in guys in the portal.
But it's like tackling and shit, which is totally coaching.
Agreed. There's some of it 100% on him.
I mean, I'm all in on Washington here, laying the 3.5 because they're off. I mean, I could
still see this being like a 3-point game, but I think you're right. I think you're right.
Not me, dude.
Yeah.
Look at Utah's offense lit up USC.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. But Utah's defense a lot better than Washington's.
True, but Utah's offense was moving the ball.
I'll lay the 3.5 with Washington, but I still think it could be a field goal game. This is gonna be a shootout, man.
Yeah, and I think that really hurts USC.
Really?
Yeah. Because Washington will get a few stops. USC is going to get 0 stops.
I'll take the points. I think everyone's betting Washington. I think I'll be contrarian here, and I think you at the Pac-12. If I've learned,
so you just real quick. USC led up 49 to Cal, 34 to Utah, 48 to Notre Dame.
And we like that.
41 to Arizona, 41 to Colorado.
Pac-12.
Their best defensive performance in like the past 2 months is only allowing Arizona State 28 points.
Yes. I mean, they just gave up 33 points to Stanford. If you want to play that game.
Yeah. Also bad.
Yeah. Washington. Yeah. Both teams defense. Yeah. Bad, not good. So Pac-12 game, classic, and also Pac-12 scenario. No way a Pac-12 team's getting into the playoff. So this is one of the dominoes that has to drop. USC probably this might have to take this one on the money line.
Really?
I think Washington takes the
I
L.
could see it. I mean, Washington's defense is not.
Give me the points.
Yeah, I could see it.
Next up, LSU heads to Alabama. I did not. That's not correct. In Tuscaloosa, Alabama laying only 3. Interesting. -155 on the money line. LSU +130. 60.5 is the total. I mean, I don't want to spoil the next segment, but you can just lock this up right now.
Oh, wow.
Alabama -3. Come on.
They just own.
You know what? My college football prediction is hilarious, but I still think the idea that Alabama and Georgia meet in the final,
of course,
is still very much alive.
I'm with you. Alabama at home against LSU. Silly. I mean, they own LSU.
They're not watching they're not watching the games.
No.
How can they make this 3?
I'm all over
because LSU's
LSU,
got some flash.
I'm all over LSU.
Yeah, Colby's just an Alabama hater.
No, I think it's a perfect matchup for Alabama.
Family.
For LSU and Alabama, like Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the SEC by a large amount, and there hasn't been a team to exploit, to me, the defense because the quarterback play has been so bad. Alabama's defense is good, right?
Yeah.
Daniels, Malik Neighbors, Lacey, Thomas, those wideouts, super elite. They're gonna be able to say fuck you to Alabama's defense, and Alabama's offense isn't gonna be able to score enough.
Yeah, I'm on Alabama at home. I mean, they
already lost once at home this.
I don't see them losing 2 home games in the same season.
Yeah, I just think it's a bad matchup for them.
You know what? I'm gonna be a donkey. Give me Saban over Kelly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with you, Kramer.
Points.
Alabama. Colby's too close to the situation.
Is he?
I think
what
so.
situation? He doesn't.
No,
like
he's been out on this Alabama team. He's been looking to fade him because of how
I've been
bad
waiting
their
for this
quarterback
game
play.
because I just think it's a bad matchup for Alabama. It's the only team that can make them exploit their weaknesses.
LSU does appear to be a sharp side based on the money splits.
We're with a fellow sharp, Ryan.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I misread what I. No, I am correct.
What are the VSiN.com betting?
We're on the square side. Almost 70% of the bets, but only 40% of the handle.
Come on, public. Let's go. We got this one. No, I'm on Bama.
All right, me too. Late night, and like I said, lock it up. UCLA heads to Arizona to take on the Wildcats. Colby was telling us about this sick ass quarterback for the Wildcats. They're catching 2.5 at home.
Yeah, look
Plus
good against Oregon State. Nice win outright
on the money line. UCLA -150. 52 is the total. UCLA is an interesting team this year, and you can't help but just not trust them in this kind of spot. I feel like I've watched this spot before, and I'm fully prepared to take the points here with Arizona.
Yeah, I really liked.
This is just choke artist Chip Kelly.
Yeah, it's weird.
Late night game.
I know they were a 17-point favorite, but in some ways, it feels like that was a big win for their program. And now going on the road, Arizona, seems like
they fucked up Colorado.
Kind of, but then they have Washington. Or sorry, who do they have up next?
Who? UCLA. They have
Arizona State. So it's not a massive look ahead spot for them. I still like. I don't know this UCLA team. Arizona, man. They have so much momentum, and they look really good against Oregon State. What are you doing, Colby?
I'm on the Wildcats, man. Noah Fafita's been balling. They're making people forget who Jaden Delora was, and then you add in like. I think they're balanced. Like the defense is playing solid, and their running game with Coleman and Williams has been really good.
Both Arizona teams are going to the Big 12 next year, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And Utah and the Buffs. Yeah.
I mean that I might have to get some Big 12 conference swag.
Oh yeah.
That's how excited I am for the Big 12.
It's going to be fantastic.
Are they going to change their name to the Big 18 or whatever they are?
Probably not.
That's cool. Yeah. Do they realize how dumb that is?
I mean, the Big 10 though has had fucking. They're going to have like 1,000 teams.
They're associated with higher education. You if you were dumb enough to name the conference out of the number of teams, you should adjust it if the number of teams adjust.
Well, they can go 12 time zones, Big 12. You know,
that's fun.
No, I'm on Arizona.
So everyone's on Arizona. UCLA -2.5. So the Discord, aka the opposite of the picks we agree on, they have TCU +3, Duke -12.5, Texas -4, Air Force -19, Oklahoma -6, Missouri +16, Kansas +3, and UCLA -2.5. Time for the lock, dog, and tease, including bonus lock.
Happy birthday.
Kramer, you have the honors. What do you got?
Happy to go first. Georgia -16.
All right.
What, you don't like that one?
No, I do. I like Georgia. I'm with you.
Lock number 2. There's a couple various different options. I did Alabama -3. Dog, Oklahoma State on the money line. No way Gundy loses that game. And then a lot of good teaser legs. So we're just going to keep it simple. Clemson +8.
I think it's actually 8.5, Ryan.
+8.5. Our Arizona +8.5. And let's just 2 smart ones and 1 dumb. Well, actually, you know what? Army +25.
That's almost the entire total.
You got to do that, right?
It's what Colby would do. That's what I was really thinking there. Almost teased there or USC realized that would have been stupid.
Yeah, that feels
points. That total. I mean, think about how much more valuable those points are in that Army Air Force game. The total is less than 50% of the Washington USC game. Remarkable.
All right, for me, start out with the first lock. Give me Iowa State -3. Goalpost narrative.
Whoa.
They just threw their goalpost in the river. Good time to go against them.
That's fair.
For my let's see, for my other lock, I'll go. Got some interesting options here. Oh, I'll go I want to make them the I'll go Oklahoma State +6. And I also do like them on the money line as well, so you can co-sign that. But I'll give you guys different options, and then I'll go. I'll just keep a small dog here, but give me Arizona on the money line for my tease. I will take
dog.
Yeah, I'll take Kansas State up to 10. Feels like a good spot for them. I will take Georgia down to 10. Some easy money there. And then I will take this is interesting teaser. Do I tease Wake up to 18.5?
Oh yeah,
there we go. Wake 18.5. They get shut out.
13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. All key numbers, of course, in college football. Colby, did you know we're gonna later this week see video of Andy Reid eating sausage live from Germany.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What do you got?
Locking up LSU +3.
Really?
Dog.
All right. What's the wager? We're going head to head. What's the wager?
Let's go.
Loser has to shave their head.
Okay. Done.
I don't know if my wife will be on
Colby
board
with
with
a
that
shaved
one.
head would look
Yeah.
cool.
Look like a
Colby with a shaved head saying, "I am a ECU fan."
Oh,
Let's go.
I gotta add that to the board. I keep forgetting.
Dog. Let's go. Let's go.
See, you're confused. You should have made.
Well, no, I
LSU.
was gonna say Wake, but let's go Oklahoma State. Let's go Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that's a smart play.
The Tease. Wake up to 18.5, 100%.
Yeah, see.
Army up to 25, 100%. Clemson up to 8.5. That's gonna hit. That's a guaranteed hit right there.
Sorry, walk through the tease
That's
again.
like when you're playing Battleship.
East Carolina fan.
Clemson plus 8.5.
That's like when you're playing Battleship and you're down to like the final pieces and you know it's a fucking hit. You know what I mean? You sank my Battleship. Never had the money for the expensive Battleship.
Oh, the
where they had
Hey, I'm an East Carolina fan.
So wait, Clemson plus 8.5. What else do you have in the tease?
Army plus 25.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're
Wake plus 18.5.
basically copying my 6.
And then what was your dog?
My dog was OK State.
OK State plus 205.
Bonus lock is Wake Forest plus 12.5.
Ooh, okay. Got some good picks here. I like this.
Let's go.
Any sort of crazy parlays we want to throw out there?
Oh,
Wake, Oklahoma State money line.
Yeah.
Kramer, you in on that?
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Feel free to throw the Hokies in there too.
don't.
You can put that in on yourself, Ryan. I don't know.
Army.
No. Army's well.
Too many passes.
I mean, Army has done well against Air Force.
Are we sprinkling?
But that's old Army.
Yeah.
This is new shit Army.
Right.
I still,
Wait, so why are we taking them then?
Because they
the
can
covering's more about Air
Yeah.
Force bleeding the clock.
Yeah. It's like there's only going to be 6 possessions in this game. It's like, come on, you gotta take the 19.
Well done. Yeah, there a lot of Colby brought us a lot of small spreads this weekend, so there's only so much fun we can have. College basketball's back, Sean.
It is. It's back, better than ever.
I hear there's rumors on the internets, as George W. once said, that there's a college basketball show coming.
College basketball show is in the works.
Yeah, I was going to ask Colby. So you're doing picks every night, college basketball
For the entire season.
for the entire every night.
Now my wife will have a
7 days a week.
Me and my wife, we are expanding the family.
Oh shit!
So
we are ECU fans.
So there might be one night where you might have Noah Beanick going yes.
Can
saying I am an East Carolina fan.
Hopefully you can remote in from the hospital at least and get us at least one pick that night.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, let's.
Of course, every night, every single game, college basketball. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience if you haven't already. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/MMA hoodie. Get in on the MMA gambling podcast, giving away a hoodie. Kramer, we got so many episodes this week. Not only our normal NFL and college football slate, but we also got bonus episodes. We got the
ponies. We're talking Breeders'
Ponies.
Cup with Malcolm and the Wolf of Oaklawn. We're talking college basketball with our college basketball.
Oh shit! You sent in the Wolf?
Maybe it's going to be Colby. It might not be Colby, but we will be covering
Do I still have a list?
Colby's favorite games from the opening week.
Woo.
Or opening Monday, right?
Yeah, I might throw the Baylor game there on Tuesday, but you know,
Sean, how many games are you approving for the episode? Because Colby will try to put like 25 games.
well, there's a lot of really good games, guys. I feel like you guys are missing out.
Let's get ahead of it.
I know you,
Sean. How many?
I know you snorkel, but we scuba dive.
How many college basketball games do you want to break down on the show?
Can we
Sean?
break down, because IUPUI at 8 a.m. Monday morning is taking on a university called Spalding.
Mm-hmm.
Love their basketballs, and I feel like we should break that game down.
Okay, maybe we do that first. Well, Sean hasn't said anything, so I think he's basically
He's playing blackjack.
He's green.
All right.
He's green. Oh no, he doesn't even know what he just greenlit.
I mean, look. Do you see the slate? Take a look at this.
Give
Take a look at
Colby
this.
a
How long
number
does
of
it
games.
take me
9
to
games.
scroll through
9
that
games.
fucking
Oh,
thing?
9 games.
Oh,
9
it's
games is
glorious.
Nine's not enough.
All right, 10.
At least 12.
All right, well 12, but then Colby puts in the 13, and that
Always 13.
that creates
Lucky
the
13.
horrible mojo.
Lucky 13, baby.
How about this? Colby will put 12 in the sheet, and
And then we can kill one. That's
then-
always fun.
I'll guarantee Lehigh makes a sheet. How
then
about
one.
that?
All right, then we're
one.
fine.
They get Cornell, but the big red.
Then there will
What's
be.
the thread?
We don't have.
Like 20?
We're working on that.
We'll work
Yeah.
on the spreads. There will be. How about this? The,
Like
the,
20.
the 13th game will be a game from the chat. Someone drop a game before we start in the chat, and we'll pick one of those and break it down.
I like it. And of course, subscribe youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. Make sure you smash that subscribe button.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
I am an East Carolina fan.
Kramer. Let it ride.